Hey fight fans, Micah Frankel for Cage Minds and Knuxx.com here at Jackson's gym interviewing Hunter Tucker. Hunter's going to be on the Jackson MMA Series 9 card September 8th taking on Nate Patterson. So, how you feeling?
Feeling great, man. Right in the thick of camp, got about 3 weeks left and just putting the finishing touches on, really.
Alright. How's the camp been? Anything specific new that you're doing?
Nothing real new, just kind of making little tweaks here and there. You know, it seems like each camp you pick up a couple things that you can tweak and make a little better. And so no major changes, just kind of smoothing out what's already there, you know.
Cool. Got some thoughts you'd like to share with us on your opponent, on Nate Patterson?
He's a tough dude. I'm training hard for him, and I'll be ready come September 8th.
On that training hard for him, have you done any studying of him yourself?
You know, I let my coaches watch and kind of pick it apart. I've seen him fight a couple times, but I'm not one of those guys that watches this video a million times and see, you know, is he leaving his chin out, you know, that kind of thing. I kind of focus more on my game than his, you know.
Okay. And then on that, thinking about your game, so how far out do you start like a visualization kind of deal of what you're going to go in there looking to do or that kind of thing?
Constantly, man. I'm a big believer in visualization, so I'm constantly visualizing. Even if my opponent doesn't have a face, you know, I'm fighting their bodies, not really their character. So, yeah, I just constantly imagine an opponent in front of me, whether it's training or just, you know, meditating, whatever. And, yeah, I think that's real helpful.
Okay. On that and being around here with all the masterminds and stuff that goes on, how specific do you get to a game plan and how much do you try to stick right to it?
Again, I'm not a huge believer in like, okay, here's plan A, if this doesn't work, go to plan B. I kind of have more of a situational game plan, so certain spots in the fight I know what I want to do, but I'm not like, oh, if I don't do this, then I'm screwed, you know, so I kind of go in there and play off my instincts, and yeah, I don't like to get too sophisticated, you know.
So in that playing off your instincts, do you ever kind of try to, with a training partner, set up a scenario of something you think that may happen to see how you'll react or how to feel?
For sure, man. Constantly in training, we'll do situational drills and from different, you know, areas in the game, whether it's get-ups or, you know, setting up takedowns, whatever it might be. And yeah, we constantly do that. But as far as specific training for him, I'll just get guys that are a good look for him, you know, guys that have his body type or his style, and go from there.
Okay. And then down here at Jackson's Winkeljon's MMA, can you talk a little bit about being a part of the team down here and the everyday competition that you face?
Yeah, man, it's a Shark Tank. I feel really blessed to be a part of this team, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be. You know, I think this is one of the best teams in the world, and it's an honor to be a part of it, no doubt. Being
down here, how true do you find the statement, you know, steel sharpens steel?
It's definitely true, man. It couldn't be more true. If it wasn't for my training partners, I wouldn't be anywhere close to the fighter I am right now. So I owe it all to them and my coaches, man. And
then talk a little bit about the Jackson MMA series, what it's done for your career. We know you participated on there about 4 times by now.
Yeah, I think I have 4 fights, 2 as an amateur and 2 as a pro now for the Jackson's MMA series. So it's been really ideal situation for me. It's a circuit that's a legit organization, and they put on good fights with good competition, and it's given me an opportunity to have a steady, you know, career. So I couldn't be happier with it.
And then fighting for, you know, you're with the Jackson's team, and then you fight at the Jackson's MMA series, and you're fighting here at home. Yeah. Do you ever feel any added pressure from that, or is it all kind of comfortable because everyone's familiar?
You know, it's a little of both, but there's definitely pressure, you know, because you're in front of your whole team, and it's the Jackson's MMA series. So I mean, it's definitely a unique situation, but I embrace that kind of pressure. You know, I really. I consider myself somebody that rises to the occasion, so I'm going to rise here and then hopefully go to a bigger show and rise there.
Okay. I've done interviews with 2 of your teammates, with Andrew Tennyson and John Sparks, and they both just were raving about how talented you are. Do you feel any pressure when teammates are even saying how good you are?
Yeah, to a certain extent, but you know, it's that's what we do. Those guys are both humble and they're both great fighters, man, so I could say the same thing about them, man. Andrew's a stud and so is John Sparks. And both of them are going to be on the card too, so that's going to be good, man. Also, my buddy Nick Gonzalez, Frank Gomez, it's stacked, man. I can't wait, you know.
Right, and if you're locally around Albuquerque area, you need to make it out there. Throw a little promo in there. So what do you think separates you from other fighters out there?
It's hard to say, man. I think one of the coolest things about MMA is there's no two people that are exactly the same, and everybody's got their own little flavor, their own little style. So, I mean, just me being me already makes me different, you know, and everybody else could say the same thing, but you kind of take your skill set and you know, do what you can with it and get to the highest level you can.
Do you think all that will lead to you just being successful naturally?
You know, I feel like I've got a unique skill set, and I feel like with this team and these coaches that the sky's the limit, man. So I'm going to go all in and let the chips fall where they may, you know.
MMA, it's a really fan-active sport. Is there anything that fans who don't know you need to know more about you? What do they need to know off the bat?
I don't know, man. I'm a pretty easygoing guy, and just like to train and fight, man. There's not a whole mystery there, so I don't know. I guess I'll leave that up to them.
Okay, so from all the different facets, all the different areas out there, to the visualization, the game planning, getting in there and fighting, where do you feel your biggest strength is at?
Probably my versatility. I feel like in this game, styles make fights, so it's kind of a thing where, you know, I heard Gilbert Melendez talking about it not too long ago, where he hears about the Kung Fu guys, the Tiger style and the Crane style, and you got all these different styles. Well, it's true in MMA too, because certain guys present different problems. So if you can mold into a different fighter and give them problems, then that's a big advantage. So I try to be versatile and kind of put them where they don't want to be, you know.
Okay, on the flip side of that, what area do you yourself feel you need to work on the most?
Always, you know, a struggle to keep that gas tank full, man. You want to have cardio where you can just go balls out the whole time, and building up to hopefully eventually a 5-round fight. I know I got to just keep getting better in that area, so that's something that I'm always focusing on.
Well, how much does the elevation and the mountains out here at least give you a tool to work with for that?
It feels like it's a big advantage, man. I'm coming from Texas, and I've been here for about 3 years, and I definitely feel like my cardio has gone to a different level now that I've acclimated, and yeah, it's got to be an advantage.
MMA breaks down to striking and grappling. Which one do you favor doing more?
I would say 50-50, right down the middle, you know. If you think I'm going to take you down, I might kick you in the head. If you think I'm going to kick you in the head, I might take you down. So it's a guessing game, really, you know.
Okay, so you wouldn't want to, everyone wants to be a mixed martial arts. You wouldn't say that you feel more comfortable in either area?
No, I'm not like a wrestler. I'm not a kickboxer. You know, I'm not any one specific thing. So I kind of just try to be a mesh of everything, you know.
Well, that brings up a good point. How did you, you know, start into mixed martial arts?
Initially as a fan, my aunt and uncle, Aunt Lee and Uncle Kerry, they used to send us UFC tapes when I was, I don't know, 6th, 7th grade. And they'd watch the pay-per-view and then send it to my dad and me, and we'd check it out. And that's when I fell in love with it. You know, I was in a high school that didn't have wrestling or anything, so I was always about basketball, football, track, and all that. And but I was always a fan of MMA. I felt like that was kind of the purest form, and there was just a different kind of beauty to that. And so once I got into college, I was playing football, and I started training at the same time, and eventually I just went to straight MMA, you know.
Okay. And with that, when you think about MMA, we can tell the passion. Can you talk about a little more what the emotion it invokes inside of you, the training every day, the getting to go out and fight, performing in front of everybody?
Yeah, man. I think everybody's got a fire inside them, you know, and it's up to you to stoke it. So I feel like MMA is what really gets me going, and I'm willing to chase it to the end, you know.
Right. Well, you've been great answering all of our questions. Give Tucker here a minute to shout out sponsors, trainers, whoever you like. It's your moment.
Dexterous, Iron Bear Fightwear, Kelly Teakins, Team Condition, man. Everybody, you know, I really appreciate everything. My team, my family. I love all you guys, man. I appreciate all your help.
We appreciate your time. Everyone in the local area, remember that Jackson's MMA series is now going to Tingley Coliseum September 8th. Come out. See Hunter in action against Nate Patterson. Also, if you haven't done it already, go to Knuxx.com and sign up for the forum. Get your opinion to be heard. This is Micah Frankel. Check out more videos on Cage Minds on YouTube and keep up with the news on Knuxx.com.
And one more sponsor, Karma Fightwear. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everything.
Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Thanks.